everyone, my name is Chloe and welcome to the start of another weekly reading vlog. So today is Monday, October 26th, and it's like 2:30 in the afternoon. This morning, you guys, we woke up to snow, and it was in the forecast. It was forecasted to snow from like 2 a.m. this morning to 2 p.m. this afternoon, and it really just, like, we just have a dusting, but the video I took was from this morning, and we didn't get a whole lot more than that, so it's not a lot, but it's like, it's October. Please don't do this to me. I hate winter, and like if it weren't for my husband being a Kansas boy at heart who will probably never leave, I would be much further south than this because I hate the cold and I hate the snow. So I got on Target.com and ordered Ainsley a snowsuit. Because last year she was not into it at all, but this year I think she will be, and they were $17 at Target, so I figured I would go ahead and get her one and see if she likes it. So hopefully that'll be a daddy activity though, and me and Annie can stay inside. So as far as everything else goes, this morning we made soup. I made crock pot soup this morning, and I was going to try to vlog it, but it was just a mess because this one, I don't know if she's teething or what's going on, but she is just like belligerent if I'm not holding her. And so it was a mess trying to get the soup made, but I made soup and some bread, and that took pretty much the whole morning, except for then Ainsley and I did she said she wanted to do some work because Jeremy works downstairs. Like he has an office in the basement, and so he works down there, and she said, I want to go to work and I want to do some work. So I made her a letter board and then gave her some stuff to match, and then we talked about she's recognizing the letters in her name, and we talked about the sounds and just kind of did a little phonics lesson. So we did that this morning, and that was really about it. So last night was Jeremy's birthday, and we had takeout Chinese, and so we had that left over for lunch, and so that was good. Like, we go to this place that's a Chinese Japanese like fusion, you can get both, and so we had sushi, and like sushi leftover is just not very good. It was vegetable sushi, so like it's safe, it's just not very good. So that was lunch. Like, I'm still kind of hungry or like kind of peckish, because I just like didn't have a satisfying lunch, but that's okay. This soup is perfect for dinner, and it's so cozy. And let me know down below if you have any crock pot recipes that can be made like meat free and dairy free, which is kind of hard, but because I just love like crock pot stuff. It gives us something to do in the morning, and then it's just so nice to know like I don't even have to think about it now. Dinner is ready. So that's everything life-wise. Reading-wise, I started Summer at Willow Lake by Susan Wiggs. Now this is the first in her series. I'm not sure what it's called. Something Willow Lake, maybe? I don't know. But this is Sarah from The Bookish Knitter. It's like one of her favorite books of all times. And you guys, she's thick. It is a big book. Thankfully, I have it on audio, and it's like 12 and a half hours or something like that. And so it's going okay. It is, Susan Wiggs' writing style for me is like kind of just hard to like really get into, but so far this is about a girl who she went to like this summer camp when she was young, and she was always overweight. She always got teased and made fun of, and there was this guy especially that like she kind of had to partner up with, and they had a like hate bantery kind of relationship. And now it's many, many years later, and she's back at the camp, and he has like a construction company, and so she has to meet up with him. So I think it's going to be maybe their second chance, and then her grandparents actually own the camp, and so her grandpa, I think, had a love affair with somebody else, and so it's kind of his history. I think it's his grandpa, not his dad, but so it's very Susan Wiggs typical. It goes back into some historical stuff. It stays present day. And so we've really got 3 timelines. When she was a kid, when her grandpa was young, and then present day. So far so good. I'm like really wanting to watch Hallmark movies instead of read this, even if it is on audio. And also, like, I just feel like Susan Wiggs books, like, I always have to, like, really pay attention to all the characters because there's a lot of different storylines going on and a lot of different timelines. And so making sure I get everybody clear, it's like I just kind of don't have that mental energy sometimes. But I think I'm like 3 hours in. So far, so good. So that's what I'm reading. Now it's 2:30, like I said. Ainsley's in her room napping. Annie's right here. I might see if I can get her to nap, but you guys, I have like rediscovered my love for physical lists today, or like this weekend, I guess, because it's only Monday. Because I always have a list, like a to-do list on my phone, but I feel like it's a lot easier to ignore that and a lot less satisfying to like cross it off. So I've been making, like, this is just an empty notebook, but I've been making lists like on a piece of paper like this of all the things that I need to get done today, and then like just in general, and like crossing those off has been so motivating. And so I've gotten a fair amount done today. Like we did laundry too, and so I might just keep chugging along. Like today is the perfect day. It's really gray and snowy, like I said, like just to turn on the Hallmark Channel and watch some Christmas movies and get stuff done. So I might go do that, but I'm also really tired, so I might see if I can get Annie to nap with me for an hour. I don't really know. So that is everything, I think. Like, I feel like there was more I wanted to say, but I guess we'll just leave it there and talk to you when I have more to say about this. Hey everyone, it is Tuesday at like 2 o'clock, and I'm just about to take kids upstairs to do naps and stuff, but I thought I would get on and let you know first that I finished Summer at Willow Lake by Susan Wiggs, and I'm giving it 3 stars. So I was listening to it in like small chunks, like half hour here, half hour there, and I thought, you know, this is like really confusing me and like taking a lot of mental energy. And so I was like, you know, I think I just need to like sit down and binge it. And so that's kind of what I did last night. I listened to a lot of it last night, stayed up probably later than I should have, and listened to a lot of it. And it didn't actually really help. Like, I think this book struggled with the problem that some contemporary romance series do, where like the first book is just laying so much groundwork for the rest of the series that it's like confusing and feels like too much. And so in this one, it's about Olivia, and Olivia is like a home decorator. She stages homes and things. So her present day, her grandmother asks her to go back to like their family summer camp and fix it up because they are having a 50th anniversary party thing there. And so she is going back to do that. I think she lives in New York or something. She's like this very successful house stager, and she's going back to the summer camp. So that's one timeline. Then the other timeline is her experience like as a kid in summer camp. So it's her teen years and what goes on then. The third timeline is when her dad is young and his like dating experience. And I had said in the previous clip it was her grandpa, and it was not. It was her dad. Like, that just kind of shows how confused I was at the beginning because there's so many characters. Like, so we see Olivia, when she was young, had this guy that, like, she had a relationship with. Like, it was kind of like a summer relationship. Like, every summer they would come back to each other. It started as kind of a hate-to-love thing. And so this guy named Connor, and she was called Lolly at the time, like, when she was a kid. And she was overweight, and yet somehow he fell for her is kind of how she feels. So they had this relationship, but then he did something that really hurt her and ended the relationship. So now, present day, she goes back, and of course he is a contractor, so he has to help her fix it up because the summer camp is no longer functional. It's been a while, so yada yada. So just that, like that storyline, I really wanted. I kind of want to say I wanted more from it. Like so it has the trope that I really hate, where he's not communicating his feelings and la da 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 da. So many romance books, like, communication could help everything, but he's just like saying he doesn't have feelings when he does, and there's la da 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 da. And so, and then like when we get the big reveal of what the conflict was that happened when they were young, it was like I needed more from that or something, because I just didn't think that was worth, like, it was just a misunderstanding, I guess is what I'm saying. So, in addition to that storyline, like I said, we get her dad's storyline, like in his timeline, which I did not feel like was necessary. There's one thing that came out of that is very necessary to the plot, but I feel like it could have been done in a lot more succinct easy way. However, because this book is like 540 pages or something, it is too dang long. And so other people that we meet and get their stories, like we don't just meet them, we get their stories, is Olivia's niece. I'm trying to think, her cousin, her uncle, her dad, her grandparents, and then Connor's dad, Connor's like half brother, the half brother's dad, like I can't even think. We get so many characters and their stories that it's like I know this will all come together and will make sense in future books. And like I know the next one is about Olivia's half sister, who is another one that we get her story. And so like I know that this is setting the seeds for future books, but it just felt like at points I was like, I don't have the brain power to pay attention to all of this because I can't keep it all straight. So, it was a 3-star for me. I don't think, like, for me, a contemporary romance being over 500 pages is a very, very hard sell. Like, there's only so much you can do. So this book, like, both felt drawn out and not enough. It was like, because there was so much else going on, like, the actual Connor and Olivia storyline was not developed enough in some ways. So I'm probably not making sense. I'm just rambling. I am going to read the second in the series because I have it on audio as well. It's another like 12-hour audiobook. I think it's only 400 and something pages physically, but so I'm going to try it and see if I like it better. If I don't, I think I'm going to just let this series go. I don't know. You guys, I'm so nervous because I think Susan Wiggs' writing style is just not quite for me. Like, she is so well-known, well-loved, and I think with merit, I can see why people like her. It's just very hard for me to get into, and so I don't know. I think I'm like nervous, and I really wanted to love this because I know Sarah loves it from The Bookish Knitter, but she also told me that she started with book 2 and then went back to book 1. So like she loves book 1 a lot, but she already had some background information. So I think that may have helped, but I don't know. We'll see what I think of book 2. If I don't like it, I'll just end the series there. If I do like it, I'll continue on probably. So as far as life goes this morning, we just, like, I don't even know where this morning went. We vacuumed. If you can see Ainsley's little mini vacuum, she followed me around and helped me vacuum. I'm still loving the physical to-do list, and so I did it, and filming this clip is literally the last thing on the things that have to be done today. I had gotten Ainsley some new tennis shoes because she's almost grown out of her other ones, and so we tried those on, and they're going to have to go back. Like, I don't even know. We did, like, I wanted to work out today, and it just didn't work out, it wasn't happening. So we just did, like, I just did some sit-ups and curls and that kind of stuff, just some, like, basic exercises just to get a little blood flow and a little, like, muscle strength, because I feel like it's just kind of hard to, it's, like, I don't know. Now that I'm not carrying Ainsley quite as much, it's like I feel like I'm like getting weaker or something. I don't know. Snow is almost gone, thank goodness. I don't think I really have anything else to say. So I picked up what is it called? A book, Reckoning, I think it's called, what it's called, by Jana De Leon. And Bree from Falling for Romance on Instagram, she just read this and loved it. And she said it's one of those, like, the perfect book at the perfect time for her. So I may not love it quite as much, but it's a spooky, Halloween-y, like maybe something witchy going on. I don't really know. It's set in the like Louisiana Bayou, and I'm just at the very beginning of it. It is a trilogy, so and all of them are on Audible Escape. So if I like it, they're all short too. They're Harlequins, like 5.5-hour audiobooks. So if I like it, I might try to binge all 3. Today's the 27th, maybe, I think, and it goes away on the 31st. So maybe we'll see. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go put the kids down. I think I'm going to lay with Annie because she is not napped. She's done like 10, 15 minute cat naps all day. So I think I'm going to lay with her and see if I can get her to nap. And, then get up. Tonight's Tuna Tuesday. Whoop, whoop. I love this day because it is so lazy. And that's it. So we'll check in later. Hey everyone, it is Wednesday at like 11:45, and I'm just going to get on and let you guys know that I finished The Reckoning by Jenna De Leon, and I'm giving it 3.5 stars. It was really cute and like really good for this time of year because it was like kind of spooky. It was set in the Louisiana like swampland, and so you're really like what's lurking underneath, like that kind of tension, eeriness is there for sure. So this is about a guy and a girl named Alex and Holt, I think, that they were like together, they were a thing or something when they were younger, and now they're back working together to find this little girl who's gone missing. So it's Alex's cousin, it's her daughter that's gone missing, and then Holt is standing in as the chief of police because the other one is injured. So together, and she works like in the mental health field. I don't know if she's a nurse or a therapist or something, but she works in the mental health field. So together they are trying to find this little girl. So it could have been the little girl's dad. It could have been a serial kidnapper killer. It could have been a witch because there is a witch that lives in the area. And so they don't know. And Alex has an experience from when she's younger that really gives you like the witchy vibe. Like it makes you think that like this witch is up to no good. So, of course, everybody's like, it's not a witch. It's not anything goofy like that, you know? And so they're kind of like blowing her off. And even Holt is like that at the beginning. And then we're like, but maybe. So it's very good for this time of year. I really, like I said, I felt like the eerie tension. I liked that. The thing I didn't like, I took off for is just because it's so short. It's like 200, maybe 220 pages. It's a Harlequin intrigue, so they're all pretty short like that. And I just felt like it wasn't super memorable for me. But it was very good and like definitely got me interested in the intrigue line because it almost felt like more thriller than romance, but there was a romance in it. Like, so I really like that. Obviously, those are two of my favorite genres, so I really like that combination. And so I am really excited to read more from that. So 3.5 stars, finished that last night. And then I picked up The Winter Lodge by Susan Wiggs, which is the second in the Lakeshore Chronicles series. And so I am liking this one better for sure because this one is about Jenny, who is the half-sister from the first book. And it's her story and what's going on. And she suffers from like panic attacks. And so I really like seeing that kind of anxiety panic attack rep. And I'm pretty new to it. She was raised by her grandparents and her grandmother just died. And so that is kind of bringing up some stuff for her. And then somebody sets her house on fire or her house catches fire. Something's going on. So it's her and then the fireman, I think is what he is. And his name, I can't remember. Rourke. And so it's her and Rourke's relationship, but so far so good. I am liking this better than the second because I kind of know what's going on in the world, so it's a little easier to keep track of. We're also getting Daisy's story, and Daisy was the niece from the first book, so I'm enjoying seeing her story. She's a high schooler, and she's just moving to this new town, and yada, yada, yada. Our main character, Jenny, is also a baker, and so that's always fun. I love, like, baker books, and so that's what I'm reading. As far as today goes, it is Wednesday, so this morning I really needed to go to the Dollar Tree to get Ainsley some stuff for Halloween and to the library to pick some stuff up, and so it ended up being a family outing where we all went, and I just like ran in, got what I needed at the Dollar Tree, then went back in because we have had balloons. I think you guys have seen the helium balloons, and both girls love them, and they are like deflated on the ground, not doing anything. So we went and they re-blew it up for us, and so that was really fun. Ainsley got to pick a new one too. So now we have princesses and sports balls. And that is Ainsley. If not, like that describes her pretty perfectly. She is like tomboy and girly girl all in one package. So then that's really what we did all morning because getting out of the house and being out of the house takes forever. I don't know if you can hear her now. She's with Jeremy out there and something is obviously going wrong. But they are going to come in here, help me rearrange some bookshelves because that one, I don't think I want it there anymore. So we're going to see where that one can go. And that's the plan. So today I'm just trying to be so productive because I have an extra set of hands. And so that's the goal. We will check in later. Hey everyone, it is Thursday at like 11 o'clock and we are just getting home. Today is my grandmother's birthday, so we went over and said hi to her, and we are on the porch. It's actually it's like 31 degrees, but beautiful if you can get out of the wind. So we were up on their covered porch and we talked to her for a while, and my nephews are there and everything because today there's no school. It's a Wednesday, so is it a Wednesday? Yes, it is. I just said it was Thursday. It's Wednesday. And so there's no school. And so whatever. Got to see everybody and it was really fun, really good. Said hi. Didn't give her a present because part of it's not here yet. So that's about it as far as the morning goes. We kind of had a late, slow start. So that's all we've done. Now we're going to go in and feed Annie, and I've got a couple surprises for Ainsley. So that's what we're gonna do. So as far as reading goes, I finished The Winter Lodge by Susan Wiggs, which is the second in her Lakeshore Chronicles series, and I think this kind of sealed the deal. I'm going to DNF the series, and I think maybe she's just not the author for me. I can totally see why people love her. For me, it just feels like her writing is kind of distracted. Like again, this story is about Rourke and why am I blanking on her name? Jenny. And Jenny is a baker who wants to be a writer, both things I love reading about. Rourke is the police chief, and they have a history together, so it's kind of second chance, but not really second chance. And overall, it had good bones, and we know about her, she was raised by her grandparents, so we find out more about her parents and his story. And Daisy, which is Olivia's niece from the first book, she has a bigger part in this book, but it's still kind of unrelated to Jenny. And it just felt like there were a lot of rabbit holes. This one's still over 400 pages, and to me, just my preference, it feels distracted, and maybe that's my brain, not the book. So I think I'm going to just be done with the series for now and unhaul what I have left and let it go to a different home. So as for what I'm reading, I am going to pick up Crazy Stupid Bromance by Alyssa K. Adams, and this is number 3 in the Bromance book club series, and I loved 1 and 2. So I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I will update later and let you know what I think. It is Friday and it's like 12 o'clock. Yesterday I was so confused about what day it was. Correction, it was Thursday. My nephews don't have school, their Monday, Tuesday group, and then Wednesday's cleaning day, and then it's a different group Thursday, Friday. So today's Friday. Jeremy is out of town for the day, but he will be back later this afternoon, so that's good. We are out for a walk because it's 50 degrees and sunny and beautiful, and so that is just wonderful. So yesterday, the fun activity that I did with Ainsley was baking soda pumpkins. So you make baking soda and colored water and make pumpkins and let them dry overnight, and then you pour vinegar on them. And so that was so fun, and I made 6 of them or something, so that was entertaining for a while. And then today I got The Very Busy Spider by Eric Carle, and so we read that and talked about spider webs and stuff, and then she made her own that I had done a salt painting, painting, I guess, of. And so you put you dry your spider web in salt or in glue and then put salt on it so it's textured, and then she painted it, and that was fun. Another thing to add to our fall wall that is about to go away because we're about to do a Christmas one. So that is everything life-wise. This afternoon she has the chiropractor, and Annie got up at 5 and Ainsley got up at 6, and Ainsley, turn around. And I don't know why either of them got up so darn early, but they did. So As far as reading goes, last night I finished Crazy Stupid Bromance by Liz K. Adams. This is number 3 in the Bromance Book Club series, and you guys, I loved it. 4.5 stars. Closer to 4 than 5, but still really good. So this book was about Alexis, who is the girl that was like assaulted by the restaurant owner in the first book, or in the second book. And so she like kind of became famous because of the Me Too movement. Like, she really put her name out there and helped take this guy down. And so it's her and her relationship with Noah. And Noah is this soft cinnamon roll, just lovely, lovely guy. And I feel like Noah in books is like a guaranteed love. I think that was the guy's name in the Girl He Used to Know by Tracy Garvis Graves, and I loved that character too. So yeah, so Noah, he like is a former like computer hacker, and now he doesn't do that, but anyway, he loves her and like has been pining after her for so long. They are best friends, and so it's a friends to lovers romance, and he just supports her throughout. She finds out some stuff. She never knew her dad, and then he comes into the picture needing a kidney, and so it's that story. There's just so much good stuff in this book. My only complaints about it were the end. The sex got like too much for me. It was too graphic, too much, not good in my opinion. And then also like Noah's past, I don't want to say a whole lot about it, but like there's connections between Noah, his dad, and her dad that I felt like just got confusing and like kind of awkward, and just didn't like, it was just weird to me, and it just felt like awkward. I don't even know what the other word for it would be except just underexplained and awkward, and maybe it was just me because I was reading in the middle of the night. I don't know. But I think I like this one just about the same as the first one, maybe a little less than the first one, and definitely better than the second one. The Russian is in this one again, and he is great. There's a lot less like bathroom humor in this one, and so I appreciate that, because bathroom humor is just not my thing. I don't know why. I was raised with a bunch of brothers, and so maybe I've just like had my fill for my life. I don't know. So that is better, and again, it ends with the grand gesture, and I love the grand gesture, and it's so good, just so good. So I picked up 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. This is one my sister gave me a physical copy, and I have it on audio, and I have to say I'm hating the guy's voice for the audio, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it through audio, but so far so good. I will update later. Hey everyone, happy Halloween. It is Saturday at like 1 o'clock, and I'm just coming up to film really quick because it's the K-State halftime halftime show, I guess, but I'm not down there watching it, obviously. We have had quite the day, so we did a festive breakfast and then watched K-State. We have family pictures tomorrow, and I have not planned outfits, so I tried to do a bunch of laundry and get everything ready so we have options of what to do. I like haven't even thought about it. So nothing like last minute. I don't like taking pictures, like family pictures. I hate it. It gives me like anxiety just because I don't know, like kids never behave. I'm not very photogenic. And just like, it just never works out that great. So I guess I just put it off. And so that's what I'm doing. And that's really about it. So as far as books go, I have so much to talk about. So, 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. I started this yesterday and finished it last night. And you guys, I did not like this. So I got on Goodreads, and the glare is going to be terrible. I'm sorry. But got on Goodreads. All of my friends, all of them that are on Goodreads, gave it 5 stars, except for like a couple, my sister being one of them. And so she gave it 2 stars, and I am giving it like maybe 3, like a low 3. So this book is about a boy and a girl who meet when they're 5. He moves in, he's from Norway. He moves in next door or something on the street where she lives, and she's the first person he meets, and they become best friends, which then of course turns into a romance, etc., etc. Well, her grandma dies when she's like, they're 8 or 9. And her grandma, like, I guess her grandpa and grandma, like, their love story was epic. And so she kept this jar with, like, these little paper hearts and wrote on them, like, all these epic kisses that made her heart flutter. And so she gives, before she dies, she gives this little girl a jar and says, fill it with 1,000 boy kisses. So that's the premise of the story. Now, things happen. They get separated. They both have things go on. This book, to me, 100% is A Walk to Remember meets Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul. Like, it is so cheesy. Like, shred some extra cheese on top of that. It is so cheesy, you guys. Maybe if I was a teenager reading this, but I think that the problem too is, like, the grandma dies in the beginning, and I think that's your way of, like, kind of getting connected, getting, like, emotionally invested in these people, and especially Poppy, our main character. And, like, I don't feel like it was done well enough to get me, like, emotionally invested at that point. So I didn't have the buy-in, and then when their relationship goes on, emotional stuff happens, etc. They call each other baby all the freaking time. And, like, I'm sorry, I just do not believe you met the love of your life at 5. And they started kissing at 8 or 9. And then by, like, middle school, early high school, they were this it couple. He's this Norwegian god. She is, like, this optimist to the point of, like, nothing bothers her. She lives life to the full. Like, her grandma dying, she was like, okay, well, I can go to sleep and she'll be in my dreams, which, great, yes, but, like, just, she was Pollyanna to an annoying extent. And, like, of course, when the twist comes, it's like, she's just so positive and so perfect. I hated it. I mean, the reason I'm giving this 3 stars instead of less is because I've read Tilly Cole before, and I really like her writing style. And, like, I felt like the writing style was good, except for the fact that, like, the whole grandma dying thing happened before I could, like, really tune in. So that is good. And then I could see how maybe a 16-year-old would really like this. But you guys, if you have read this and you're one of the 5-star people, tell me how. And, like, they did I say they call each other baby all the time? Because that annoyed the bejesus out of me. There's a lot of weird dependency issues and like, things that I can't really say. Like, if things would have ended differently, it would have left him in a really bad situation because of the way things ended. I don't want to say anything, but I just think this book was not it for me. The other reason I'm giving it 3 stars instead of less is because I am very, like, emotional about it, in the sense that, like, this is crap. And not crap, it's just so cheesy. Like, they talk about the footprints in the sand poem, the whole, like, it's a thing between God and an individual. Like, there's 2 sets of footprints walking in the sand, then one disappears, and the person says, God, why'd you leave me? And he said, that's not when I left you, it's when I carried you. And so, like, that kind of stuff is brought up all the time, and, like, just the things they say to each other is so freaking cheesy. Everybody loves it. I do not. I guess, if nothing else, this gives me an answer to tag questions coming up of popular books you don't care for, or disappointments, or something. I just had such high hopes for this, but I side with my sister on this one, and I think her and I are kind of on an island. So if you've read this and feel the way we do, let me know. So other than that, I picked up, I'm trying to see where it is. 1 second. Picked up Ladies' Night by Mary Kay Andrews. And now Mary Kay Andrews is this author that is really, really hard to put in a box or, like, categorize, because she's romance, she's women's fiction, she's mystery. All of her books, like, I would say they're women's fiction, maybe, but they have strong romantic elements and normally, like, a mysterious something going on. So I don't know really how to categorize her, but this one I just really started. This one is about a woman who, her husband, she's, like, this uber famous blogger, kind of like, I'm getting, like, a Martha Stewart-esque, like, she's into home decor and, like, that kind of stuff. very, very famous, and she does cooking, like she's chef too, kind of. And so her husband is like her manager and kind of runs the things and whatever. She walks in on him sleeping with her assistant. And so it's that. And then there's like a guy too that, his wife has left him for another guy, and so it's their stories, and so far it's really good. Her books are all chunkers, and this is on Hoopla, and it's like 17 hours long or something. So I don't know, but so far so good. I'm really liking it. And so Sarah from The Bookish Knitter and I were talking this morning about her, like she is the type that it's October 31st. She has got to get everything done that she started this month. And for me, like this morning, I was trying to pick a book like an audiobook to listen to while I was doing stuff, getting ready. And I intentionally wanted to start something that I knew I would not finish today because I don't want to make my wrap up any bigger. Like I like to leave it at like the second to last day of the month. And so then I can kind of like get my stuff prepped for the wrap up and not add more to it. So I'm really curious, what are your thoughts on end of the month reading? Do you like to like finish everything that you start in the month, or does it matter to you? I don't know. It's just interesting how like bookish people have all these different quirks and things. So other than that, I am reading All Through the Night by Mary Higgins Clark, but I'm reading that physically. It's like 200 pages. If I could just sit down and do it, I totally would, but I just have been like going 100 miles a minute. So this afternoon, I'm going to go finish trying to figure out outfits and then finish watching the K-State game. Then I think we're going to do trick-or-treating outside. So I just got a bunch of bags, like little jack-o'-lantern bags, and then a bunch of different treats, like some edible treats and then some stickers and some stamps and all this kind of thing. And I think I'm just going to hide them throughout the yard because it is currently 67 degrees and beautiful outside. So I think I'm going to do that, get us outside. Like traditional trick-or-treating is not prohibited in our town, but it's like strongly discouraged. And so we're not going to do it. Just because we don't need that much candy. My oldest is 2, so she doesn't even care. Like this Easter egg kind of Halloween is just as exciting for her. So we're going to do that and then maybe hand out stuff. I live like in a very residential area, so and tons of kids. So we may get kids. I don't really know. But that's it. So Ainsley is going to be a butterfly, and Annie is going to be Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Both of those, like Ainsley did not get a choice. I just picked something super easy that we have butterfly wings, and so we'll do that. And Annie, our friends that live just like across the street, they have 3 girls and then a boy, and their youngest girl is 3. So they're all beyond us. So they give us lots and lots of hand-me-downs. So they gave us the Dorothy costume because Ainsley, her first Halloween was Raggedy Ann. And it was so dang cute. But Ainsley was almost a year old, so it doesn't fit Annie. So that's everything. I will check in when I have more to say about Ladies' Night or All Through the Night if I read more of that. And that's it. Okay, so we have some Halloween bags ready to hide in the yard. We've got some snacks, a cup, some stamps, like a bath bomb, some more snacks, some stickers, some glow sticks, some raisins, some pencils, some window clings, and some more snacks. So thank you to the Dollar Tree. I think I spent a total of like $5, and hopefully this will make her very, very happy. Hey everyone, it is Sunday at like 2 o'clock, and I just thought I'd get on and let you know that I didn't finish anything because I have just been like a chicken with my head cut off today. So we had family pictures this morning, and for some reason, like I may have talked about it. I can't even remember if I talked about it yesterday, but the family pictures stress me out. And part of it is just like matching everybody and getting everybody to behave. Like, and then I am notorious. I always blink in pictures. Always. And so getting a good picture of me is like impossible. So we went and did that, and it was like 40 some degrees, so it was cold, but not terrible. And like where we did it was by a lake, and there's like a park right there. So we stayed and played at the park for a little bit, and then we went to Target. And you guys, we have not been to Target in forever. Like I have not stepped foot into a store in forever. So Ainsley and I went in. We both had our masks on, and we were very aware of what was going on, but it was so busy on a Sunday. Like it is crazy. So we went in, and they were Christmasifying the whole place. And you guys, I just like, my heart went pitter patter. It is so exciting to me that it's Christmas season. It's November 1st. Some people might say absolutely not. Some people might say heck yes, I'm putting up my Christmas lights. I'm looking at you, Sarah, bookish knitter. I am in the let's do this thing. So, especially because, like, I don't know, will Thanksgiving be a thing? Will it not? I don't know. I'm just ready to start celebrating Christmas. So, I was going for Oreos and paper plates and deodorant. And so I went and I got my deodorant, which I bought candy cane smell. Then I went to the paper plates, and you guys, they had festive paper plates for, it was like $5.50 for 18 plates. Like you could buy real plates for that. So I bought 55 for like $3 instead. But like, so then I went to buy Oreos, and the regular Oreos are the same price as the holiday Oreos. So darn sure I bought the holiday Oreos. So festive stuff. And then we were walking out, and you guys, they have the $5 coffee cups, and they're my favorite. And so I saw one that I really liked, and then Ainsley picked one because she drinks milk out of a coffee cup. When she turned 2.5, we had like a little quarantine birthday party because she just had memories of blowing out her candle at her second birthday. And we were at our old house, and so she has like said before she wants to go to the old house just so she can blow out candles. So I was like, sure, I'll make a little birthday cake and you can blow out candles on your 2.5 birthday. So that's all we did. But I also let her have a coffee cup that day, and it started a terrible trend. She always wants milk in a coffee cup now. So she has her coffee when we have our coffee. So I got a festive holiday cup for both of us, and it makes me want to, like, I have a wall of coffee cups, and it makes me want to like overhaul them and get all Christmas cups and put them out, but I don't know if I can do that because there's kind of a lot of cups. Like I know I have some holiday cups already, so I might like do the overhaul sometime soon. I think I have decided that I'm going to decorate next weekend, maybe. I hope. That just sounds like I just am so ready for Christmas and cozy, and I don't even know. So as far as everything else life-wise goes, yesterday you saw I made festive food at every meal. I say I'm not like the Pinterest mom, but I sort of am. I'm a former kindergarten teacher. Arts and crafts are my jam. So we had jack-o'-lantern quesadillas, and I just baked them in the oven, and that actually worked really good. I think I left them a little too long. They got a little extra crispy, but I love crispy stuff. Like, so, they were really good, and trick-or-treating was awesome. Ainsley had so much fun, and she was a butterfly, and we said she was a rainbow butterfly, and so she was running around the yard saying flap, 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 and it was just so dang cute. And so we played with the glow sticks last night, and she just had a blast. And so I really might do that either in addition to or instead of trick-or-treating for a while. I don't really know. It was just so fun, and she really loved it, and she is so shy that I know like traditional trick-or-treating right now, at least at this age, would flip her out. And so I don't know. It worked. I'm happy, and on to the next holiday. So Now, as far as reading goes, I'm still reading Ladies' Night by Mary Kay Andrews, and I'm still really liking it. It's a thick book, like I said, so it's taken a while, but this one is about a girl named Grace. She finds out her husband is cheating with her assistant, and so she takes his car, like his super nice, I can't remember if it's a Bentley or what it is, but takes his car and drives it into their pool and just trashes it, obviously. And so she is court ordered to go to this like group therapy class for divorced people. So she goes, and it's like ladies' night because the therapist is a little kooky, a little off. And so all of the women in it, plus one guy, start getting together at her mom's bar and grill kind of thing. And so it is just so fun. She, of course, is having a romance with the guy, and the guy's got a kid, and that's really cute. The little boy's name is Bo, and he's like 6, and it's just so cute, so real. This is really long, and there's not a whole lot happening. She is, like I said, she's like a lifestyle blogger. She does cooking, she does interior, like I think her degree is in interior design, and so she does a lot of that. And then her husband, her ex-husband, whatever, is like trying to sabotage her in her career. And so then she starts remodeling this house, and it's really, really cute. That's going on. The guy that is in the divorce club, he's kind of helping her remodel things, but really, like, it's just kind of a character study of all these women, mostly focused on Grace and her romance, and I'm really enjoying it. I said that Mary Kay Andrews, like, you can't put her in a box. She does this, women's fiction, romance, and mystery. And this one's actually the lightest mystery that I have ever seen, in fact, from her. In fact, there really isn't a whole lot of mystery. I mean, not yet anyway, so maybe it'll come. I don't know. Really enjoying it. I probably won't finish it until like bedtime tonight, so I'll probably just wrap it up here, and you can see in the next vlog what I think of this. So that is everything for this week, I think. I don't know. I feel like a lot has happened this week. I've tried to take a lot of footage right leading up to Halloween. I was like, I've got to do a whole bunch of fall crafts, so there's a lot of crafting and that kind of stuff going on, but that's everything I've got. I have not read any more of All Through the Night by Mary Higgins Clark, but if you've read Mary Higgins Clark, let me know what you think, because I think I've read maybe one or two others, but she is one of like the OGs, kind of romantic suspense, I think, and I'm really liking her. And sometimes like me and the OGs kind of have some issues, well, really just one or two of them. So I don't know if I will like a lot of her stuff. That's the only one I have on my shelf, but so far so good. So let me know if you've read her. Let me know if you've read any of the books that I have read this week. Let me know, how was your Halloween? Did you dress up? I surely did not. We forgot to turn on our light, and so I don't know if there were trick-or-treaters anyway, but they didn't come to our house if they were. So that's it. I have been trying to say goodbye for a long time, and you guys know I just love chatting with you. So we'll talk to you in the comments, and have a good day, and we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.